Back in the Playground Blues. Dreamed I was back in the playground. I was about 4 feet high. Yeah, I dreamed I was back in the playground and standing about 4 feet high. Well, the playground was 3 miles long and the playground was 5 miles wide. It was broken black tarmac with a high fence running all around. Broken black dusty tarmac with a high fence running all around, and it had a special name to it. They called it the Killing Ground. I've got a mother and a father. They're 1,000 years away. The rulers of the Killing Ground are coming out to play. Everybody's thinking, who they going to play with today? Well, you get it for being Jewish, and you get it for being black. You get it for being chicken, and you get it for fighting back. You get it for being big and fat, get it for being small. All those who get it and get it for any damn thing at all. Sometimes they take a beetle, tear off its 6 legs one by one, beetle on its black back, rocking in the lunchtime sun. But a beetle can't beg for mercy. A beetle's not half the fun. I heard a deep voice talking. It had that iceberg sound. It prepares them for life. Ooh, but I've never found any place in my life worse than the Killing Ground. On the beach at Cambridge. I'm assistant to the Regional Commissioner at Block E, Brooklands Avenue, Communications Centre for Region 4, which used to be East Anglia. I published several poems as a young man, but later found I could not meet my own high standards, so tore up all my poems and stopped writing. I stopped painting at 8 and singing at 5. I was seconded to Block E from the Ministry for the Environment. Since there are no established poets available, I have come out here in my MPC, maximum protective clothing, to dictate some sort of poem or word picture into a miniature cassette recorder. When I first stepped out of Block E onto this beach, I could not record any words at all, so I chewed 2 of the orange flavour pills they give us for morale, switched on my Sonny, and recorded this. I'm standing on the beach at Cambridge. I can see a group in their MPC pushing Hoover-like and Eubank-like machines through masses of black ashes. The taller men are soldiers or police, the others scientific supervisors. This group moves slowly across what seems like an endless car park, with no cars at all. I think that in one moment all the books in Cambridge leapt off their shelves, spread their wings, and became white flames, and then black ash. And I am standing on the beach at Cambridge. "You're a poet," said the Regional Commissioner. "Go out and describe that lot." Okay. The University Library, a little hill of brick dust, King's College Chapel, a dune of stone dust. The sea is coming closer and closer. The clouds are edged with green, sagging low under some terrible weight. They move more rapidly than usual. Some younger women with important jobs were admitted to Block E, but my wife was a teacher in her 40s. We talked it over. When the nature of the crisis became apparent, we agreed somebody had to carry on. That day I kissed her goodbye, as I did every day, at the door of our house in Chesterton Road. I kissed my son and my daughter goodbye. I drove to Block E beside Hobson's Brook. I felt like a piece of paper being torn in half. And I am standing on the beach at Cambridge. Some of the men in their MPC are sitting on the ground in the black ashes. One is holding his head in both his hands. I was 42 3 weeks ago. My children painted me bright-coloured cards with poems for my birthday. I stuck them with blue tack on the kitchen door. I can remember the colours, but in one moment all the children in Cambridge spread their wings and became white flames, and then black ash. And the children of America, I suppose, and the children of Russia, I suppose. And I'm standing on the beach at Cambridge, and I am watching the broad black ocean tide bearing on its shoulders its burden of black ashes. And I am listening to the last words of the sea as it beats its head against the dying land. Sorry about that. Truth is a diamond is hard. You don't exist without a Barclay card. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Even South African cops do the sorry about that. Oh, well, they showed me the studio, said, what do you think? I said, half about women and half about drink. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Mother, I need that booze, and I'm sorry about that. But if you cut your conscience into can of meat chunks, you could get elected to the House of Drunks. Well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Never have to think again, and I'm sorry about that. Well, you can do the skull or the diplomat, but I do a dance called the sorry about that. I do the mighty whitey or the landlord rat, but I'll keep grooving to the sorry about that. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. They make me dance with pistols, 10 to 1, I'm sorry about that. Well, hey, Johnny Betjeman, where have you been? Down at Buckingham Pigsty with Princess Margarina. Well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Bop goes my knighthood pretty, Jesus, but I'm sorry about that. Well, I saw Money walking down the road, claws like an eagle and a face like a toad. Well, I know your name, baby. Seen you before, slapping on your makeup for the Third World War. And I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Someone set the world on fire. I'm sorry about that. When man first flew beyond the sky, he looked back into the world's blue eye. Man said, "What makes your eye so blue?" Earth said, "The tears in the oceans do." "Why are the seas so full of tears?" "Because I've wept so many thousand years." "Why do you weep as you dance through space?" "Because I am the mother of the human race." Her baby was 2 years old. She left him strapped in his pram in the kitchen. She went out, she stayed with friends, she went out drinking. The baby was hungry, nobody came. The baby cried, nobody came. The baby tore at the upholstery of his pram, nobody came. She told the police, "I thought the neighbours would hear him crying and report it to someone who would come and take him away." Nobody came. The baby died of hunger. She said she'd arranged for a girl whose name she couldn't remember to come and look after the baby while she stayed with friends. Nobody saw the girl. Nobody came. Her lawyer said there was no evidence of mental instability, but the man who promised to marry her went off with another woman, and when he went off, this mother changed from a mother who cared for her 2-year-old baby into a mother who did not seem to care at all. There was no evidence of mental instability. The Welfare Department spokesman said, "I do not know of any plans for an inquiry. We never became deeply involved." Nobody came. There was no evidence of mental instability. When she was given love, she gave love freely to her baby. When love was torn away from her, she locked her love away. It seemed that no one cared for her. She seemed to stop caring. Nobody came. There was no evidence of mental instability. Only love can unlock locked up love. Manslaughter. She pleaded guilty. She was sentenced to be locked up in prison for 4 years. Is there any love in prisons? She must have been in great pain. Oh, there is love in prisons. There is great love in prisons. A man in Gloucester prison told me. Some of us care for each other. Some of us don't. Some of us are gentle. Some are brutal. All kinds. I said, just the same as people outside. He nodded twice, stared me in the eyes. What she did to him was terrible. There was no evidence of mental instability. What we did to her is terrible. There is no evidence of mental instability. Millions of children starve. But not in England. What we do not do for them is terrible. Is England's love locked up in England? There is no evidence of mental instability. Only love can unlock locked up love. Unlock all of your love. You have enough for this woman? Unlock all of your love. You have enough to feed all those millions of children? Cry if you like. Do something if you can. You can. Lovers lie around in it, broken glass is found in it. Grass. I like that stuff. Tuna fish get trapped in it. Legs come wrapped in it. Nylon. I like that stuff. Eskimos and tramps chew it. Madame Tussauds gave status to it. Wax. I like that stuff. Elephants get sprayed with it. Scotch is made with it. Water. I like that stuff. Clergy are dumbfounded by it. Bones are surrounded by it. Flesh. I like that stuff. Harps are strung with it. Mattresses are sprung with it. Wire. I like that stuff. Carpenters make cots of it. Bloody undertakers use lots of it. Wood. I like that stuff. Cigarettes are lit by it. Pensioners get happy when they sit by it. Fire. I like that stuff. Dankworth Salto is made of it, most of it. Scoob-de-doo is composed of it. Plastic. I like that stuff. 8 men take it to make them hairier. I ate a ton of it in Bulgaria. Yogurt. I like that stuff. Man-made fibers and raw materials. Oro gold and breakfast cereals. Platinum linoleum. I like that stuff. Skin on my hands. Hair on my head. Toenails on my feet and linen on the bed. Oh, well, I like that stuff. Yeah, I like that stuff. The earth is made of earth. And I like that stuff. This one is another one I wrote for children. It's a magic story that I like about a wizard who fell in love with a woman and she didn't fall in love with him. The There once was a woman of water who refused a wizard her hand. So he took the tears of a statue and the weight from a grain of sand, and he squeezed the sap from a comet and the height from a cypress tree, and he drained the dark from midnight, and he charmed the brains from a bee, and he soured the mixture with thunder, and he stirred it with ice from hell. And the woman of water drank it down, and she changed into a well. There once was a woman of water who was changed into a well, and the well smiled up at the wizard, and down, down, down that old wizard fell.
The murder of the poet Michael Smith by 3 men in Kingston, Jamaica. You don't belong here. Why are you walking here? You don't belong here. Why are you walking here? You don't belong here. Why are you walking here? I am a free man. I walk anywhere in this land. Staying awake. Monday came, so I fucked off to school. School is a big, huge building where you're not supposed to get any fucking sleep. We hung around till they counted us in a room with pictures of fucking owls and bats, then we hung around some more. Miss Harberton pounced in and yelled about how her fucking bike's gone missing, who cares, and we all fucked off to another room. It was Mr. Collins from outer space. Talked about not leaving gum stuck around and Queen Victoria at the Suez Canal, and how he wouldn't let us act out the death of General Gordon again, not ever. And no, he never saw Chainsaw Massacre, and no, didn't want to even free on Goodman's sexy mother's video. And Beano Black said his mother was poorly and started to give us the fucking grisly details, saved by the bell, and we hung around smoking in the bog and not getting any sleep. Then we all fucked off to another room, and it was Mrs. Grimes' Environmental Studies. So I finally got my fucking sleep. I stay out of trouble, but in my head, I'm bad. I'm fucking bad as they come. When I die, they'll punish me for the things I've done in my fucking head. They'll send me off to a big, huge building, and they won't let me get any fucking sleep. Well, that's what I reckon. Death is like fucking off to another